Alright, welcome back. Doing another week of Minecraft, and I've got something really cool to show off. So this is my collection system that I have under my house. Um, or sorry, under the, really the, I guess it would be like an inn inside of that research facility. And so basically what it does is it rolls between all of these chests, and the last chest being here, which is where the pumpkin farm was, and it collects all the items and drops them all here. So it basically gives me one centralized location that I can actually collect everything all at once. This is actually working on a slight delay. So this circuit basically delays, I think it's zero point 0.4 for each repeater there, so it's a total of 1.6 seconds of delay, which is just enough time for it to drop a few items in the chest. If it just goes straight into this powered redstone rail, then basically it would at that point no longer be able to drop things off because it would just be too fast. But yeah, so this took me a little while to set up. Probably the hardest part about this was digging everything out, but it's pretty neat. I'm pretty excited about how this is working out. Alright, so up here, nothing really too much has changed. This farm is still semi-automatic. I did add a whole row of melon farms, and they basically push into the same water stream. I've been getting pretty good returns on melons. I feel like I'm getting more melons than I am pumpkins. Um, so that's been good. This farm has been modified slightly, closed off this area, and just have a pipe running down deeper into the ground, so it's a little bit easier for the collection system to work. Um, Again, this has been completely closed off, but I believe that was closed off completely last time. And then now you can see directly under there. So yeah, so basically all these farms are now much more automated than they were previously, um, which is nice. But we're gonna go sleep for the night real quick, and we'll show off what all the other stuff we've been doing. So I think one of the next things I'm going to be doing is trying to automate the collection of bamboo. And I think now that I've played a little bit more with hopper minecarts that there's actually an easy way to actually accomplish that. So I think it just is going to involve finding a spot to put them. And I'm actually considering, we have this little small jet of land that kind of runs right here. So this doesn't look deep enough. I was considering putting it here, but I thought that this was a little bit more of a straight peninsula and it was a little bit longer. We find somewhere to put it. Of course, bamboo will probably grow better if it has natural light. I don't think it actually needs natural light, but I know that it needs light in order to grow. So I think probably digging out a section here and then putting some glass blocks on top would probably be helpful. We have plenty of sand around us. It's just, always just getting down there and getting to a safe spot. Especially when you've got these drowned always walking around. And then I have, I think since the last time I built a cover for my mine, and then I do have this new building I'm building. This new building I am currently in the process of constructing. That's a better way to say that. And it's an enchanting table. Still sort of in the process. This is still not a full power enchanting table. And probably the reason is I didn't previously have really any source of leather that was reliable. But this week we worked to change that. Now we have these cows and these sheep. We're still working on trying to build up the flock. I may also be working on trying to build an automated cow and basically automatic sheep shearer, so that way we can get some sources of wool and stuff. I'm not sure where I'm going to put that yet, but I know that I do want to put it inside of the base next to some of the other automation stuff, but I'm trying to figure out how exactly to pull that off. Thinking maybe building an underground cellar somewhere would be a nice place to hide that, but it'll be nice to kind of automate some of that. I always like putting some of the automation stuff underground just because you know, especially like you can see the stuff that's under the end. It's not really the best looking stuff. It's generally, you know, it serves a purpose, but it's not really a good looking. Um, it doesn't really look that good. So, oh, that's how you fall down a ladder. Sorry, experience a little bit of visual lag there. But yeah, we don't really have a ton else going on. I haven't explored any more in the Nether in the last week. I've really just been trying to hang out around the base and working on these fully automatic farms. I guess I actually did change this a little bit. So we used to have the ladder that ran straight down this wall where these stone bricks are, but the problem with the ladder running there is it looked flat, but it wasn't flat. And so sometimes things would actually get caught on it. So actually using that trap door, it allows the water to continue to flow and drop all the items. And I added an additional hopper because for some reason they were also getting hung up right there. So that's, you know, that's helped out a little bit with making sure that, you know, the automation pieces continue to work or to function as they were really intended to. I think what I may do is I might use this room as sort of the entrance to the cellar and dig up at an angle. I'm trying to think. I mean, I would probably guess that the house is not the full width of this. You know, the house, or sorry, that not the house, but the inn's probably ending about somewhere over here. I think it should be fine to dig up right there. I mean, we can always reroute it if we need to. Someday, I think one thing I might want to do is actually do some cleanup down here. Just basically, by cleanup, what I mean is kind of like actually make it look nice down here. Because it's okay with the stone, but you can see I got cobble everywhere and stone, and so I probably will want to give it decorated a little bit and give it a more uniform look. But for right now, just sort of have the materials. Things are not as automated as they would need to be for that in order for that to happen. So yeah, as you can see, okay, we got plenty of kelp and some cactus. So the automated system works. There is a bug. I have lost one minecart hopper, and so I think it's because of Minecraft Pocket Edition, which I play on sometimes. If you like walk into the area or walk out of the area while this thing is still running, it can cause some headaches. So basically what I just do is I just come over to this corner and turn this powered rail off when I'm not using it. And that should hopefully prevent everything from disappearing, in theory. It's really hard to say. It is a known bug. Apparently, it's been documented for some time that mine carts sometimes just disappear. Seems like kind of a big deal, but I mean, I guess it's once we get to a point where we can have things like an iron farm, it probably won't be as big a deal. Like I just probably won't care about it that much. But I just don't have the iron farm built yet. Building an iron farm is something that I really want to get to, but it seems well, they seem very large. They're larger builds. Well, I mean they're not massive, but they're you know they take some time and dedication. That's the fires. It takes some time and dedication. I thought I heard a skeleton in order to get them up and running. You have to find villagers, which we know where some villagers are. I don't really want to transport them, so I probably will go the route of curing villagers, especially just because they're so far away. So we can cure some villagers, but you know that's we've got to find some golden apples, which we don't currently have. Whoops. Well, didn't mean him to collect all this anyway. Alright, that worked out. That's what I was worried about. We don't have a hole down here. I will have to go fix it. But those crops were not really producing anyway. Keep that potato. You can also hear the minecart kind of running. I thought it was going to be so loud and so irritating that it was going to actually bother me. But in my opinion, you can hardly hear it most of the time. Especially when I'm not normally playing with a headset in, and I'm not normally playing with... I'm not actually normally playing on PC at all. Most of the time I spend playing Minecraft is now on the Nintendo Switch and on the phone. And that's just because those are the easiest platforms to actually get set up. I mean, I'm playing on a laptop right now, but you know, it still takes time to pull the laptop out, get it plugged in, get it cut on. Nintendo Switch takes seconds to kind of start up, and I mean, it's, you know, surprisingly, it's not that old of a console, but it doesn't run it as smoothly as I would have expected it to. It runs it okay, but you know, just okay. I wouldn't say it runs it great. Let's see what's going on. So yeah, that's sort of what I've been up to this week. I will probably be working towards, like I said, the bamboo farm, the next, completing my enchanting table so I can start putting enchantments on things, which will save me some resources in the longer run. Um, and then probably trying to automate the collection of leather. Leather food. I don't have a chicken farm yet. I do want to make an automatic chicken cooker, but just working on those things. So that's what I've been up to. Appreciate you guys watching. Have a good one.